There are some loud rats here. Lady, you may need an exterminator. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! No, don't do that. It's a bad idea. Yeah, take your time. So, since we have the bow and bow bolts, we can go up and solve that riddle. So, that doesn't sound like it hit. Nope. Oh. There's no way you can do it! That was pretty bad. No, don't do this. Best crossbow ever. God damn it. Yeah, that could hit. Yes. First try. Proud of myself. That looks interesting. Yeah, we don't go in here yet. Crossbow and crossbow bolts. Oh, I think I need something for here. Oh well. It's a fake book! It's a fake! Let's drop that key. I don't need that. Pretty sure we don't need the jug anymore. Yeah. Arrows. I have no idea how to pronounce them. So fuck it. Bow bolts. So, what do we have here? Use the oil lamp. Drop the oil lamp. Sounds good to me. It sounds like I'm from a certain part of Germany, Sachsen. Bulbils, the arrows. That sounds so bad. There is no room. There's a mechanism to trigger. Well, Asshole can't enter here. God, so many books.
Ludwig Prien. De vermis mysteriis. Nomine invocatoris si non sanctificatus es cave. De vermis mysteriis non absolvo folem legendum fatum et eum.
No idea what that means. Oh wait. Oh, you're right, it kills me. Ow. Yeah. Don't read that book. Don't read book, kids. They kill you. It's a bad idea. I thought it more French somehow. Let it get wrecked. Get fucked. Take this sticker, this sticker, this sticker, parchment, book, no.
Juan Luis Jorge, De Biblioteca. Reflections on the power of the verb in certain texts. Archaeos Publications, 1919, Stafford.
Translation does not alter the occult power contained within such forbidden texts. The malevolent energy is in no way diminished. The spell must be cast aloud and clearly, in certain languages or little-known dialects. Maglafar Fatang.
Ftang.
The reader will understand that, in the light of these revelations, I would be foolhardy to continue quoting from the text I have before me. If spoken aloud in its entirety, it would surely awaken powerful and malignant forces. I will go further and say that simple reading of some of the more technical passages describing specific practices is in itself a perilous exercise. The ill-prepared reader can easily fall prey to attacks of demented hysteria, not unlike those described in cases of individuals said to be possessed by evil spirits. I recommend the study made by Zemf, Urbain, Grandier, and Loudon, and the reports made by the Reverend Richard Price concerning a number of astonishing, to say the least, exorcisms carried out in a parish near Providence. Given what I have written, we must be grateful to the librarians of the British Museum, who have never allowed consultation of the work of Al-Azib's startling work, the infamous Necronomicon. Copies of that work do exist, in spite of the zeal of book-burning inquisitors. For proof, we need look no further than the British Museum, of course, and the sealed archives of the Miskatonic University in Arkham. Other examples of books whose evil can be unleashed by any thoughtless reader are von Jutz's von Unersprechlichen Kulten and the abominable De Vermis Mysteries by Ludwig Prien, whose sordid death should be a lesson to all those tempted by a study of the occult.
You pronounce it von unaussprechlichen Kulten und nicht von unaussprechlichen Kulten. Love it. Okay. Throw this book away. Bye.
The Sacrificial Dagger, Otto Stern, Lumina Books.
The importance placed on ritual sacrifice is constant in religious cult practice. Propitiating the gods is a theme common to many religions. The Old Testament affords many examples. Primitive polytheistic belief systems integrate sacrifice in their rituals as part of the recurrent process of reaffirmation and, naturally enough, group cohesion. The members of their social and religious community come together in an act of purification and atonement. It would be erroneous to imagine the act of human sacrifice linking priest, offering, and God, C.F. Manzetti, stone cults, as anything less than a vital focusing of the group's faith. The act also ensures the continuing appeasement of the god, but only if practiced by a recognized officiating priest using the appropriate instrument. Studies made concerning primitive religious groups bear witness to the central role of sacrifice in living ritual. My own work in the field of ethnopsychology brought me into contact with a sorcerer living in the region of Arkham. He introduced me to the rite of steel, linked to a ceremony known as adoring the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs.
What?
The god being adored is known as the vagabond.
Oh.
Here, the dagger's role, which allows the life breath to pass from one dimension to another, is essential. The vagabond is a frightening figure, being able to move where he wants and to kill those who have displeased the goat god, for whom he acts as a go-between. The goat is clearly a fertility god. The priest, having spoken the invocation, must choose the appropriate dagger for the sacrifice. The knife with a sinusoidal blade that must be dipped 7 times, on night when the moon is full, in water that has been distilled 100 times, will be laid aside, since it would send the vagabond back into his own dimension. See illustration.
This game, let's say it this way. Alone in the Dark 1 is focused on the Cthulhu mythos. Alone in the Dark 2 is focused on voodoo and pirate voodoo mythos. And Alone in the Dark 3 is rooted in Native American mythos. So it's pretty strict in what it's focusing on. I kind of like that.
The priest will rather choose the dagger with a curved blade. That is more appropriate for slitting of the lamb's throat. This act transfigures the sorcerer priest and plunges the assembled worshippers into a divine trance. The knife with a sinusoidal...
Okay, this knife. This is the knife that we need. Do we take this? I don't know. Let's take it. See what happens. Talisman. This must be the dagger. The vagabond! Vagabond, come to me, for you shall perish by my blade. Yay, the vagabond is dead. Now I can go to the kitchen to make some sandwiches.